Hello everyone, I'm Master John Drake,
And I'm his student, Millicent Rowan.
and today we wanted to do a video about how to kill us specifically in fights. This is something that some of viewers, a couple of you have asked us kind of in a little bit of a humorous way about like how to beat us in tournaments and stuff, and we thought it would be just kind of fun to actually show some examples of how we die when we do die.
And these are like classic examples of actual things that will typically work. It's not specific to the people we're fighting. It's techniques that will work well against us.
In general, yeah. Most of these things also will tend to work against most people, right? Like it's not like we're super unique and you can use a lot of things to kill us to kill other people, but these are things that we are specifically more vulnerable to than on average other things, if that makes sense. So uh,
Correct.
the first video we have here is actually me against Rowan, and I kill Rowan. This is in the Rose tourney at Gulf Wars. Rowan's down an arm here, but she throws into me and she kind of overextends a little bit, and then I counter back and hit her. And so we'll play back that at slow motion real quick here. So yeah, so right here, Rowan throws a shot kind of deep into me, and I get a cross parry. It's close to be fair, also that she hits me there, but she doesn't quite. And then as she goes to retreat, instead of fully retreating out, you can see right here she extends her arm back in,
hmm
which gives me time to come back and hit her.
Yeah. And that's actually a specific weakness that I'm working on, and I know that I have, but it is something to exploit while I have it, where I'm going to have that impulse to attack back when I get attacked instead of realizing that I'm bound, realizing that I'm vulnerable and that I need to get out of there.
Yeah,
But John capitalizes that on that perfectly, binding me down and hitting me right in the neck.
yeah. And this is something that I do against Rowan pretty regularly, but I will try to get her to overextend and then like stay too long and kill her. So like this is a pretty consistent thing. Once again, it'll be easier said than done, but this is something you can look for to try to kill Rowan in a tournament.
Hmm.
The second video I have here is this is me in the red here on the right against I don't remember this individual's name if I'm being honest, but he's was from the west I believe, and he's
Yeah,
fighting
we
with a
think his name is Master Christopher.
oh yes something like it's very close to that. And he fought a very different style than I was totally not used to dealing with him. And he did this play here. He did this big Russian, and then did this draw cut across my neck, which I was not expecting. So kind of the lesson here is he puts me on my heels
hmm
with this. He does this little body fake here, kind of gets me to start scrambling, like my dagger's out of position. I try to get a sword parry in here, but I'm retreating. I am not a threat to him at all. I'm just trying to not die. So this allows him to then you do work his offense, right? And especially for me, if you put me on my heels, that means that I can't set up my offense the way I like, which takes away my threat, which means that I'm easy to kill. Because if I can't threaten someone back, this is true for anyone, but if I can't threaten someone back, I can't like then they can just pick me apart, right? Like it's their world to live in.
They're a lot safer to attack you. Um,
Yeah,
a really bad place that a lot of people live in, including me, is setting up against Drake and then sitting there in B range, sitting there in a danger zone. And he's a lot faster than most of us. He's a lot more tight than most of us. So much better to disrupt that, add a little chaos to the fight, put him on his back heel.
and there's something to be said for doing something completely unexpected. I was not
Yeah,
expecting him to close and draw cut. This is not something
no,
I'm used to. I haven't fought a lot of people who do that, so this was really
it
cool
was
to
pretty
see.
cool.
It was really cool to see. And he controlled the space on the field really well too. You can't see his layout screen, but I'm right at the edge of the rope too. So like he controlled the field perfectly, and got me with a really nice kill. So it's a good lesson in there for people. And here we have once again the Rose turning from Gulf Wars. We have Master Boomy here fighting Rowan. Rowan is on the right again. Um, and I think if I remember from this video that Boomy does a fake kind of a fake up and down. Yeah.
You got it.
So Rowan, you want to talk about this a little bit?
No, it's fine. There's two things that happen. I have another bad habit where I'm gathering up that back foot first. That actually gets me a little bit too close to Boomy and my feet too close together. So now I'm extra vulnerable. He reads it and attacks. And he goes high, low, and then high to the inside.
Yeah.
So he kind of freezes my dagger. My dagger goes up and then down, and it can't find his sword. And then he just blasts on through to the middle. It's
Yeah.
really nice.
So yeah, to go off what Rona's saying here is she's creating a tempo with her feet in range, which is going to make it
Hmm.
hard for her to react with her hands because she's doing two things at once. And then, like she said, Boomy throws a fakes with his sword high here, goes low, and then kind of goes back high again, even though it's inside. And Rowan just gets kind of scrambled and gets hit down the center line. Um,
Really nice.
so yeah, and I think another thing, this is just a general vulnerability of slight vulnerability, in my opinion, of our fencing style, because Rowan and I fight the same style, right? Is that if you can get our daggers moving in space, as long as our dagger hasn't touched your sword yet, if you can just get us moving and chasing your sword with our dagger, so there's potential there to kill us in, especially if you've kept us at a good range. So like
Right.
Boomy is not too close, Rowan's dagger is reaching a little bit but hasn't covered, and then her feet are a little wonky, and then he gets it right. So this is actually a pretty good way to kill a lot of people, but specifically us, I think, is a good tactic.
Very much so.
Then we'll go into our last clip, and we got me and Boomy here in the same tournament.
Hmm.
Here I'm on the left, Boomy's on the right. So what I've usually told people when they ask the best way to kill me is tend to be an impatient fighter, and I tend to get a little reachy, which means I overextend. I reach for my opponent when I'm not 100% safe, and I get killed. And Boomy does a great job of exploiting that in this video here. So I'll play that back again. Um, so I I step in. I'm trying to cover his sword with my dagger. He does a great replacement step back, which I have
Hmm.
another video on if you want to check out. And once again, he keeps his sword free, like we are talking about in the last clip, right? Because his sword is low here, and as I go to recover it, he pulls his sword back and then throws. And my dagger is way high because I thought his sword was going to be high, and I've overextended. My weight's off out of balance, and he keeps his form and just hits me down the neck. So this is a great way. Like I will, especially, and this is we're picking this clip out of here, but this fight had gone on for a couple minutes, and so I was already getting a
Hmm.
little antsy. Like I wanted to attack. So if you can be patient with me and wait me out, like Boomy does, good job of that. It gets me to reach, go when attack when I shouldn't, and he just steps back and kills me. That's a great way
Yeah.
to kill me specifically because I do get impatient and I get cocky because I kill a lot of people this way. And so if you can just wait me out, make me throw when I shouldn't, you can definitely get me there.
Absolutely. Of course, it's all like easier said than done, but this example where the way Boomy's doing it, the way he's hopping back and he's drawing his sword back a little bit to get away from John, Boomy's real safe. Like this is a really nice way to do it. There's no risk there. This wasn't luck. This was actually technique. Like, it's really nice.
Yeah. So
I think for all of these, it's that way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully this was informative and helpful. And we hope to try for you to try these things against us so that we
Hmm.
can.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, we want to challenge, and if you beat us with these things, we hopefully will help us get better.
Hmm.
Thank you for this. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. I'm also recently starting a Patreon where, if you want, you can send me videos of you fighting and I will critique them. So check that. There'll be a link for that in the description of this video. And keep stay tuned for more content like this.
Hmm. Keep on fighting.
Yeah,
Great to have you all.
I'll see y'all next time.
Bye.